To her children, she was a broken bottle, unworthy of carrying messages written by muddy fingers on pale skin as thin as truth. They saw her as flotsam, jetsam, things not considered important. She grew up in a world of horizons, formed by seagulls and fishermen, the high tide marks of salt she dressed her feet in. She was the waves, the white horses, the water that could never be beaten back. She learned the word for sea before the one for sky, and was 7 before she knew there was a difference. In her mind, she was the sea, but they decided she was calcium deposits, barnacles on the even keel of their skin, salt bone artifact of a generation too old for them to see her as real. They denied any form of peace in her, declared her tsunami, thunderstorm, tempest, the reason their lips chapped in cold weather and they never stopped picking them. They put half-written messages in her, in the brittleness of her skin, hoping she would travel them to someone who would heal them. She was a vessel, their vessel, only present when they had fullness to give her. They were rivers and waterfalls, fresh water with no consideration of the necessity of salt for the correct balance of living. Too fast to have a definition of consequence. Restless, changeable, drowning history in the boyishness that allowed them to be ignorant of the scars they never let heal. She papered their childhood rooms in stories of them, stories she never let her body carry to other ears. When she was at her lowest, she would sit in these rooms, reading over the stories, crying new salt tracks on her skin. When she died, they refused to cry. Unwilling to yield to the woman they wove a silky skin for, they kept their salt, made hands into creels, turned tongues to barbs, cast nets for her reputation, and when it came back perfect, they broke it into something ugly, threw the parts back to watch them rust in the waves. They left the body on the beach, wrapped in a white sheet, and it took the ocean 7 days to turn her back into sea. They have forgotten her now, but she still eddies in the waves outside the house, and they have learned not to walk outside alone. There is no patience greater, and accidents happen at sea too often to be counted.